So this afternoon, for what it's worth, I have a personal message and a heartfelt appeal to our Prime Minister himself, Sir Keir Starmer. I sincerely hope that somehow you get to see this and that you might take the time to listen. Today, we find ourselves in a very, very dangerous situation. And I'll admit, I'm no great fan of yours, but I do wholly agree that all violence and any bad behaviour on our streets is absolutely wrong and that it needs to stop, and that it needs to stop right now. We must not allow people who just want to cause trouble to hijack what is, without question, a national crisis. And just like you, I want our communities, all of our communities, to live happily and peacefully together. My dream is to unite this kingdom so that all of our children, everyone's children, can grow up happily, safely and securely in this beautiful country of ours without any discrimination and without fear, based on British values and British culture. Yesterday I listened very, very carefully to your speech covering the unrest around the country, and there are more demonstrations planned by various individuals this coming weekend. And like a lot of other people that have been speaking out this morning, I have to say, I felt that you badly misread the room. There is life outside the bubble of Westminster, the BBC and the Guardian. The despicable and tragic loss of 3 beautiful angels has shook this nation to the core. Ordinary mums, ordinary dads, ordinary grandmothers and grandfathers just like me are worried sick, and they are angry for a lot of very valid reasons. And for a very long time now, they've been using the same ballot box as I have to demand an end to illegal migration into this country of men with unknown and therefore unsafe backgrounds. They voted to try and put an end to knife crime and the devastation that it brings to our towns and cities right across the country. And you all know this better than anyone. Consecutive Tory governments have ignored them. And today we see the result. Ordinary people around the country feel lost, betrayed and ignored. They're in despair. They feel helpless. They're in fear. And they feel they have no hope. Many have been left, rightly or wrongly, that they have no other choice than to take to the streets. And as our Prime Minister, it's now your job to prove them wrong and to act upon those fears. And this should not be about labelling or separating any of our communities, no matter what race or religion they are. Surely we all feel the same. And yesterday, when you appeared to simply dismiss concerned ordinary British citizens as far right, was, well, let's just say it was unfair at best and probably very badly misguided. And I'm very worried that innocent people will become unfairly targeted, just like they were in Downing Street on Wednesday evening, where completely peaceful and wholly innocent senior citizens were targeted, bullied and arrested simply for being concerned and for caring about our kids. That is not to condone the bad behaviour of a few. And I would urge you to carefully review the unnecessary and heavy-handed approach and reaction by the Metropolitan Police, who cheaply labelled everyone and anyone with the same brush, treating them all as criminals. Is that the route that we're taking? Do you think that is a recipe for unification, togetherness and peace? And I'm afraid that your speech on Thursday afternoon will not promote any healing. This is a time for sensitive understanding. It's time to talk, it's time to listen, and it's time to read the room properly. During your speech yesterday, you said, "I will protect the Muslim community." And I agree with that. I too want to protect the decent Muslim community. I want to protect all communities, but by highlighting them, Do you not understand that you're only causing more division, especially at a time when the nation is concentrating on grieving for 3 young children, 3 young girls? How can you not see that? And I believe that every single person that lives in this country should be treated exactly the same, with the same respect, and should all be equal to the law, British law. But that's not what the public is perceiving, it's not what they're seeing, and it's definitely not what they're feeling, and you do well to understand that. The people, all people, want to support our police services, they want to trust our government. More than anything, we all want to live in safety, peacefully, together, without fear and without any favour. And if you cannot recognise those simple facts, then I'm afraid that you're just not in touch with reality, and you're certainly not in touch with the people.